Good morning, my dear children. I welcome all of you to this video session of the topic Law of Demand from the second chapter in Microeconomics titled Theory of Consumer Behavior. So, my dear children, the quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing to buy and is able to afford given the prices of goods and consumers' taste and preferences is called the demand for the commodity. So, in our day-to-day life, we demand variety of commodities for our purposes. So, here we are going to discuss about the law of demand, its assumptions and its exceptions and its applications. So, the demand for a particular good by a consumer means the quantities of the good that he is willing to buy at different prices within a given period of time. So, what is given here? That is the quantities of the good that he is willing to buy. That is very important, children. The demand means that willingness, that the ability to purchase, as well as that willingness should be there at different prices within a given period of time. And we know that for all the variety of different commodities, the price is also different. And within a given period of time, a particular time period is there. Within that time period, we have to demand certain commodities. So, this is in general what is demand. And what are the assumptions of the law of demand? First one is no change in the income of the consumer. Say, they assumed that the income of the consumer won't change. The second one, no change in the taste, preferences and the habits of the consumer. The third one, no change in the number of family members, weather, etc. So these are the three assumptions put forward by the economist for this law of demand. So the first one is the income of the consumer remains constant. It never changes. Next one, taste and preferences never changes. Isn't it? So these are the assumptions put forward for this law of demand. And what is actually law of demand? This is the definition for the law of demand. Other things being constant, the quantity demanded of a commodity is inversely related to the price of the commodity. This is the actual definition. What is this? Other things being constant, the quantity demanded of a commodity is inversely related to the price of the commodity. So, it is quite familiar for us. If we go to purchase the commodities, what we will do? Yes, we will just prefer some commodities which has low prices. And according to the prices, we will demand more or less. If the price is less, we will demand more and more. And if the price is high, we will demand less and less. Isn't it? So that is what the law of demand. But other things remains unchanged, or other things remaining constant. I told you what are the other things remains constant. That is the income of the consumer, the taste and preferences of the consumer. All other things remains unchanged. What happens? Yes, there is an inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded of a commodity. Inverse relationship means if the price is less, the quantity demanded is more, and if the price is more, the quantity demanded is less. The law of demand is depicted in a graph. Here we can see the y-axis and the x-axis. In the y-axis the price is given, and in the x-axis the quantity demanded is taken into account. And the demand curve, we can see it is downward sloping curve. So what it indicates means inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded. So that's why the demand curve is downward sloping curve. That means when prices increases, the demand decreases, and when the price decreases, demand increases. So that's why the demand curve is shown as downward sloping curve. So here we can see that when the price is high, the quantity demanded is less, and that is at last P2, P1, P0, isn't it? So here at the P1 the quantity demanded is only what? Less, and when the price decreases the quantity demanded increases. That is, when the price is P1 the quantity demanded has increased, and again when the price decreases to P0 again the quantity increases. So what it indicates, when the prices decreases the amount of the quantity demanded gets increased. So that is depicted in the graph. So what are the exceptions to the law of demand? These are the many exceptions. First one is, it is not applicable to the inferior goods or given goods. The second one, the goods expected to become scarce or costly in future. Third one, status symbol goods. Fourth one, fashion goods. Next one, necessities. Next one, emergencies, etc. So in all these cases the law of demand does not works at all. These are all the exceptions to the law of demand. So children, the law of demand is exception to all these goods, because here we can see the inferior goods, right, the goods which is expected to be increases in the future, and status symbol goods. Here all the law of demand does not works out. Here if the price increases, the demand also increases. So there is no inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded of such goods. So I hope this session is very clear to you. Thank you children for watching this video.